Hi, everybody, and welcome to Evolve Love. I am your host, Amanda, and I am so happy that you have found this podcast. Are you looking for daily inspiration, motivation, and wisdom to help you begin your day feeling supported and uplifted with love? Well, you have come to the right place. This podcast is a space of encouragement where you can be held in your self-development because in order to evolve, you need love, and it begins here with you. Now, let's get into today's episode. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Evolve Love. I am so glad that you are here, and I cannot believe we are already at the end of the week of our first week of episodes. I am so grateful for you being here, and I am so looking forward to all that will be shared in the weeks to come. In today, we are going to be closing out our core essentials episodes. And this is where we really talk about the format of the energy that we will be sharing on Fridays, as well as the information that I already shared Monday through Thursday about those days. So though the content is going to change every week, every day, the energy that we hold on those days and the action items that we take will be similar. So this is just to help set us up. And if you haven't had a chance to listen to Monday through Thursday yet, I do recommend it when you are able. So starting next week, we're just going to go right into the content, right into the messages and thoughts that I would love to share with you on those days. And so the episodes might be a little briefer, but that might be good. Maybe it's just that little bit that you need to take with you to get your day started, to get your day feeling connected. So Fridays, this is the last day of our recording of the week, and Friday is ruled by the planet Venus. So with Venus, we are talking about beauty, love, romance. Think about like all the flowers, the chocolates, the this and that, the love energy. That is Friday. And what an absolutely beautiful way to close out our week. I don't think that Venus energy on Fridays gets a big enough notice. I really think it should be something that we all celebrate. I mean, growing up, so many of us, we maybe had like TGIF, like the TV lineup of sitcoms that we would watch on Friday nights. But there was always something so special about Friday. For so many of us, it's the end of the work week. We're heading into the weekend. It's good vibes. It's good energy. And it is even more amplified by this Venus energy that we can really tap into and finish our week off in a beautiful way. So on Fridays, we are going to be talking about content related to that beauty, how to make our days feel more beautiful. The whole romanticize your life trend that we may see on social media, that is going to be a part of this here. And with that too, I mean, I don't even think it should be considered a trend. I mean, it's just such a positive way to go about your day and to look at life in that magical and beautiful way. So that's what we're going to be focusing in on Friday. I might bring different stories from time to time. Friday is also going to be a beautiful day where I would love to be able to share conversations with friends or things like that I may be able to host here eventually on the podcast, just to have these beautiful pockets of wisdom from others, and just sharing in that, sharing and celebrating in that. So today we have done so much this week. I look at all that we've talked about Monday through Thursday, and I want to know how you're feeling. Like, how do you feel with the intention that you set on Monday? And where are you at with that? Are you focusing and taking the time to follow your inspiration, to follow what is lighting you up? On Tuesday, we talked about really starting and taking action on that. And Wednesday brought us to leading from a heart-centered place, a place of love. And then here on Thursday, yesterday, we talked about expanding and being within our bodies. Does the inspiration that you feel feel expansive. When we are talking about inspiration and lit up energy, to me, that is such an expansive thought. And today we are going to take some time to just think in the beauty of what already is. So we can do so much future planning. We can do so much future dreaming. We can really be thinking on all of those items, but there is so much around you that you may have wished for years ago. This was a really big realization for myself in recent months, but I kept dreaming ahead, right? I kept thinking about, what is next? How can I serve more? How can I share more? And I looked around and I thought, so much of what I am having right now in my life and so much of what I am living right now, I had wished and hoped for years ago. So if I had opened up a journal from 5 years ago or 10 years ago or however many years ago, I would see so much of what I was wishing for and hoping for in my life right now. And I absolutely love that. So what in your life is something that you wished for years ago or maybe even more recently that is now a part of your day-to-day, of your every moment? And this is such a beautiful realization. And something that I've noticed too about myself is through the years, I maybe have all these things that are like the good items or like maybe feel a little more luxurious or maybe feel a little more upscale. And it doesn't mean expensive. It just means special. And how often do we have these items in our life and we're keeping them in the closet? We're keeping them on the shelves. We're waiting for the right time to use the good items. And this is something that I was inspired by and realized that, wow, I really do hold on to some of the good things for the future. I'm going to wait to light this candle until this. I'm going to wait to use this tablecloth until this. I'm going to hold on to this outfit until this. And with what I was talking about before, about realizing that so much of what I dreamed of, I am living now, that also applies to all of these items that I have. What am I holding on to them for? What am I waiting for? So if there are beautiful items that you own, that you're just having set in a cupboard or over in a closet, and you're just waiting for the right moment to use it, today is the day. Now is the time. Bringing that beauty into your life, making it a part of your day and celebrating in that. Because when we use the good things, when we live in that feeling, that is also going to make us open for more good things to enter, for more luxurious items, because we are almost stepping into that highest self energy of who we are, because these are the things that we're waiting for that best energy. But why can't we be our best energy now? So today's beautiful tip related to Venus, related to living in love and in beauty and romancing your life, take out the good stuff. Even pens. I mean, my gosh, there are pens that I wait to use just because I want to have that like special writing moment. But I can have that special writing moment anytime. Special journals that I have. Like, it doesn't have to be a fancy item. It's just those things that you're waiting to use for the right moment. But the right moment is now. And think about how expansive your life is going to become when you're using these items that just feel so special. And like I said, that's just going to open the door for more special things, feelings, items, energies, whatever it is that you're needing or looking for to come and enter in. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode and all of these tips for our Venus day. I'm so excited to share more in beauty with you in the weeks to come. And just a reminder to make sure you're following this podcast on the platform of your choice. This helps us to be seen and found by others who may be needing this content. And follow me over on Instagram at _evolvelove. Send me a DM. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear how this week's material landed with you. If you found excitement in aligning with the energies at hand. And if you have any questions, thoughts, or inspirations that came up this week, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear how we're all doing in our growth journeys. And even if we're not in a big growth journey moment, just where we are at in our journey right now, because that is also such a beautiful thing. I am so excited to check in with you next week. I have so many beautiful ideas to share, and I just can't wait. And I'm so very grateful for you being here. So I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I will talk with you on Monday.